I'll see. You can sit down at the end.
Does that make sense? All right.
Ooh.
All right, call to order the Shelby Park Board meeting for Wednesday, February the 11th, 2026. Motions?
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes
And I'll second.
Well, all in favor, say aye. That's it. Pass. Okay, rec report.
So let's dive right in. Pool interviews are going well. We decided to start a little earlier. We usually wait until we close up the application window, but we've had such an overwhelming response. We started to schedule some of those interviews already. They're going well. We've met a lot of great candidates, and we know that there are still more to come. With that, we've had a great returning rate as well. So we have a lot of lifeguards that are coming back, and the concession stand. The admission team at the pool is going to see a lot of fresh faces this year, but that's kind of just, it comes and goes. Same with camp. We have a good number of counselors that are returning for summer camp this year, and then we'll see a nice mix of new faces there as well.
Do you have a total, maybe how many apps we've received so far?
Oh my
Between
goodness.
all of them?
Between and concessions for softball,
Softball and stuff?
Between 90 and 100.
I would say it's up there.
You're still accepting.
Yes, and we're accepting through the end of the month. So camp counselors, we're really hitting that one hard because that seems to be the shallowest pool of applications that we have currently. So we're spreading all that information on our socials, and I went to the county high schools, and that information's been shared with all of their counselors.
Minimum age for that?
18. Yeah, they have to be 18. I prefer if they are interested in elementary ed or some kind of early childhood career, it would be a great experience for those individuals. I'm going to kind of blend special events with recreation because I have daddy-daughter listed on mine under as well as Nisha's. Our daddy-daughter event is full. That one is capped at 35. So is mother-son, but it still has a few openings left. So if anybody is interested in registering for the mother-son night, I would suggest doing that quickly because I think that one's going to fill up too. Daddy-daughter is this Friday, and then mother and son is the following Friday on the 20th.
So I have a question on that, right? Because I'm bringing my friend.
Sure.
Something for the fire.
Okay. Yeah.
So we don't have a theme this year, right? I know it's magic.
There's not a dress-up theme, correct?
Okay, just to make sure.
Yeah. Nish and I kind of talked about it, and it'll be interesting to kind of see how it comes together. I think we might see a little more formal attire. The food won't be super messy, so it would be safe to dress up. But casual is acceptable as well. Good question. So we're off to summer planning and programs. We've met with the pool managers for this year, going into pool schedules and events. The opening date scheduled for the pool is May 24th. And the season will run through August 9th. So May 24th to August 9th. Some of the things that we're adding at the pool this year, due to a lot of requests, we're going to do an evening swim lesson session. So our swim lessons have been in the mornings. Each session is 2 weeks. They run Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Then another week of Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. There's a gap, and then another morning session of those 6 days. But we're going to aim to have that PM swim lesson class the week before the pool opens. And then the very first week the pool is open is the second week of that evening class. This will give the summer camp kids an opportunity to take swim lessons. Because if they're registered for summer camp, they're at summer camp during the time of lessons. And we know how important it is just to educate and get kids familiar with water safety. And it helps with parent schedules who can't get away to get their kids here at 10 o'clock a.m. on a weekday. So we'll see how that goes. In addition to that, our water aerobics classes run the month of June and July on Monday and Friday mornings. And then we're going to add a Wednesday evening class. So Sarah, our water aerobics instructor, will still be teaching this year. And so Wednesday nights, we're going to have an extra water aerobics class. So it's exciting. Just spreading our wings a little bit. I know in the past they had done an evening swim lesson class that I think was pretty successful. Hours and all the parties and all the things that just kind of get crammed into that 10 weeks. It's been difficult to find a time. That's why we're going to add it to the week before the pool actually opens.
And you might add some instructors.
Yes, so with that, we need swim instructors. We put a post out today that we're looking for individuals that can help lead those classes. On-the-job training will be provided. You do not have to be a certified lifeguard to teach the class. We have lesson plans. We follow the Red Cross format. There will be a lifeguard that is in each class, but the instructor themselves don't have to be a lifeguard. And it just goes along with that. You know, we have lifeguards, we have great guards that are familiar with the water, but because you're a lifeguard doesn't necessarily make you a great teacher. Being a teacher is kind of a special skill. It's why they go to college for a long time to learn how to do that. And so we want some of those people that feel like they're patient, like working with kids, and feel comfortable in the water, that they can help teach water safety to all of our kiddos. Camp registration, I'll move on to that one if there's no questions about pool. Camp registration is going to open on March 1st. We're moving to a new platform to keep our camp documents safe, and it'll all be web-based. We encourage any campers that have attended camp in the past to go ahead and come to camp, meet the counselor night, so that the parents can learn some of the new registration processes, how they'll get notified of what is going on at camp, and we can answer any questions, as well as getting to know their new counselors. That date will be set here real soon, but registration does open for camp on March 1st. Special events going forward. Our community Easter egg hunt is scheduled for March the 28th. And we are looking for maybe some NHS students or any high schoolers that need some hours that can come out and help us on that day. And the spring and summer guide, we are in the process of creating that. We've got a good chunk of it finished. Our goal is to have that to the printer on March 10th. We have, Nisha has been, this is the second year that she has created the sponsorship guide. And it almost looks like one of our books here, but each page is how we can partner with other businesses. And I would say our Music in the Park partners are growing strong. That has really taken off. But we do still need some support for some of our smaller events to make them sustainable. And so when she gets back next week, that's going to be on our list of things to do. We'll be stopping a couple different places and dropping off some of those sponsor packs. Okay, I'll get you one. I think she has one on her desk for you. Perfect.
I have a question.
Okay.
Are you done with your?
Yeah, yep, go ahead.
I don't know, this is the obviously 250th anniversary of the country this year.
Yes.
Anything other than I saw the cover
Oh,
working on?
oh, okay. How'd you do that? How'd you see
They
that?
should.
Did she show you? Okay.
Show you.
There you go.
But I don't know of anything that our community is doing.
Jenna Martin is working on some things.
She is.
Yes, yes,
I didn't know we had this
yeah,
big
she's
wonderful park that could have.
she's
kinds of
reached out. She's kind of in the works of trying to do a couple things, and
I assume it will involve our parks.
well, I know one thing would be like a horse, something that she's wanting to put there. So I don't have a ton of
Okay, I just
detail
wanted to make
for you,
sure, I
but
thought I
yeah,
hadn't heard anything, so I want to make sure.
There are a few other subtle ways that we'll celebrate this summer as well.
You working it into the camp at all?
A little bit.
Yeah.
Mhm. And then I think I'll reveal the pool staff shirts
Yeah.
are gonna be like red, white, and blue, and yeah,
I remember the bicentennial
do you?
fairly well. I mean, just there was a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah.
And just rewatching where they buried the time capsule at Lober. There was a whole video on that.
Yeah, that's right.
And matter of fact, Rachel was in that video somewhere.
I don't know if they have anything planned or not.
They're helping to fund a little bit out in Walden, but that's it for what they're doing. And I know.
Yeah, they're doing
shouldn't
something.
conflict with them, but Walden United holds so much. We're growing. You can have your cake and eat it too. We can juggle
Right.
one ball, whatever. But I don't want to step on toes, but at the same time, we're a big community. We should be offering some stuff, but
Sure.
you know,
We'll see what Jenna comes up with, and then, yeah, maybe we just feed on it from there.
okay.
Do you know what
Good idea.
date she's owning?
I'll go in one date, I'm assuming, right?
Yeah.
A series of things.
Mhm.
Okay,
You guys have everything planned out?
July 4th.
Well,
Yeah.
do you reintroduce any fireworks?
No,
No.
I can't because the horses, so,
Yeah,
but we are racing that day, so I'll get.
yeah, I don't know. I mean, you're welcome to maybe get with her and see. I don't know enough to say today.
Okay.
Drone show,
Huh?
drone show. You guys did
Drone show. Yeah, but you know how much that
Oh,
is?
it's, they're cool. They're very cool.
9 minutes and 13 seconds.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, well,
That's 60 grand.
$1,000 a minute.
Yeah, yeah,
more than that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay.
yeah.
For that amount of money, I'd want more than 9 minutes.
Yeah, there's a lot of drone. Have you seen one at drone show? Oh,
they're-
they're incredible.
They're phenomenal.
They are unbelievable.
But if you watch from the side, you don't see
Yeah.
it. You almost
I
have
mean,
to
there are
sit.
hundreds and hundreds
Yeah.
of drones forming these, and they're just, it's incredible. I saw one this year at IU that at their night game. It's pretty cool.
Nice. Good deal.
Very-
Okay, that wraps everything up for me.
Okay.
Okay. Any other questions for special events or recreation? All right. Yeah.
I'm just gonna do a brief on it. Chris is out today. He's not feeling well, so he is not here. But just an update on a couple new programming for 26. I know we had kind of talked about that. He is going to offer a women's softball league, kind of bring that back. That's something that went away that needs to be revisited
Mhm.
now. So he has planned for that to take place out at Blue River. Amy knows a little more of the details because he sat with her to kind of reserve everything. Blue River, correct? Okay,
Blooper Wednesday nights.
Wednesday nights, okay.
You haven't started to sign up yet, right? For
Yeah,
having-
well, yeah, actually, we have.
Okay.
February 1st.
That's exciting.
All started.
So she means, well, at least 4 teams?
Yeah.
It'll take 4 to get it started?
And it's only an 8-week instead of 10-week like our Reds, their softball, so it's gonna be $375 team.
Okay.
So that'll be nice, just to, we've heard it mentioned out there. People have said about bringing it back. Now we need those people to come and register and sign up. So it will go. And then also another one that he's talked to a lot of the volleyball ladies that are in our current leagues now that do the league that's going on. And they were very excited to do a summer women's volleyball league out in the gym. So we know the gym's not air conditioned, so it's going to be hot, but that's why you play, right? To sweat. So they are well aware of that, but they are excited because the kids are out of school and they just have more flexibility with things than you do during the school year and things like that. So hopefully that will be a successful new addition as well to sports.
Okay.
So,
Good.
yeah. Yep.
Yeah, Roll gets thumbs up for the new Stairmaster.
Oh, yeah. Very nice. Yes, yes.
Very nice.
Yeah, the weights, it's just one of those where it's been well overdue. Like there probably should have been adding a few things here and there, but we didn't.
It's probably been 10 years since we did something,
Oh,
at
yeah,
least.
at least, yeah. We did have to retire 2 treadmills that were noted unsafe by BGI.
Mhm.
So we did take them out of there and we have added the new ones actually today. So they were delivered today. So we do have 2 new treadmills and just trying to we fixed a lot of the padding. Some of the stuff had been ripped. It's not that the machine was in bad shape. It's just some of the padding and stuff was just old and needed to be replaced and repaired. So we've done that.
So as a
Wait.
reminder, the news might pick up here, what's it cost? What's the availability of our,
35.
We'll have to pull that out because I don't have.
It's 4 weeks and 60 per day.
Very nice facility. Like I said, we've updated.
9 PM, 7 days.
what is it again?
6 AM to 9 PM, 7 days a week.
And you get a fob then.
Yep. Access to it by fob and
So some people don't want to be around a big crowd and ours is usually you and a couple other people in there.
I kind of started using it, so I really don't want to push it too much.
You can come in after.
Yeah.
So, okay, so,
Got new artwork,
yeah.
and you don't have to do a year commitment like a lot of.
right?
So you can just
No
go. You can
contracts.
probably pay a year if you want to take
Yep.
it. guys.
Yeah, we do take silver sneakers. Is that correct? Okay.
We do,
Yeah,
where applicable.
okay.
So it is. I mean, it's looking really nice. And we do have another piece that's coming in. Chris has put it together. I don't know the appropriate name, but it's a station area that will have like the weight balls and the straps and just like a lot of different things that I think people will find very helpful in their exercise routine.
Kettlebells.
Would you say it's underutilized right now?
Yes. I mean, we get city employees and stuff that
Right,
are
right.
coming in. But yeah, I mean, we would love to see more users.
I'm
come
just saying
in,
it might be a
so.
good spot, like with picture new equipment there, if you so think. You know, maybe we can
So-
just get a little more activity. I think, I don't feel like people know we have.
Yeah. And I think when people do come in and they either come with a friend or something to kind of check it out, they're like, oh, we didn't even realize it. And they're really impressed with it. So
Yeah.
it's just a nice, come in, do your thing. And,
Yeah.
you know, we've got, of course, security cameras and different things around and just to, you know, it's a nice
If you
facility.
wouldn't mind, maybe get a highlight on it sometime to help get some more activity in there, despite Amy wanting her own private time.
So that's really, and then men's basketball is a go. I think he ended up getting enough teams, so I don't have the details on that because I thought he would be here, but again, that's good. That's good because I know he was waiting on some teams to be able to fulfill to really have a league, so that would be good. Should be starting soon.
All right, Doug, maintenance.
But we spent a couple of weeks as everybody did cleaning up snow in the park, so it was a challenge with all that snow we had. I don't know if you guys know there's something, we have to clean the sidewalk from Papa John's to Walmart. And then from Walmart to Blue River. That's the park's responsibility. So you can imagine all that snow. I had a tool cat on one end and a tractor on the other, and it took us 3.5 days to clear that sidewalk. So they had to scoop it up, back up, dump it, scoop it. So it was,
Just know where to put it.
it was a job, so. Where we spent most of our, when the snow first hit, that's where we spent most of our time, and since then, we've got, I know Brandon was working on the trail at Sunset today, and yesterday he got it all cleared off, so. All the trails have opened, that's the first thing that we opened up, and still have some to go, but hopefully it'll melt soon. So that was a big task. The second thing is our CNC thing that we bought, to give you guys an idea what that does. Rodney made this part of it, so we've got a new ticky hit that we built this year. But this is stuff that we can do with our CNC machine.
Bring that around here, but that way it'll be seen. Camera.
So we can do this
Plus we get to see you
in-house
now.
now, and we can create things, which is very helpful for all the events and different
Yeah,
This
programming that we do.
relief cut is really cool.
it's pretty
It
neat.
can work both ways, but that relief cut, I really
So,
like.
I mean, once he done that sign, I mean, it's not complete because he could still stay in it, or
Yeah.
they could take a torch to it and make it look burn, and there's all kinds of things you can do with it. And we've been practicing with it a lot, making different things. We're doing some bunnies for Easter, turning out pretty good, so. Ooh, yeah, it's pretty neat.
Is it like a 3D printer?
Almost, it works like that way. Mhm.
Because it does different materials. What
Yeah, you can do
materials does
wood,
it-
plastic, foam, soft metal. You can etch with it, and there's a lot you can do with it, so. We're just now learning how to use it, and
How big of a sign can you do with it? What's the
4x4,
4x4?
yeah, is the biggest you can do, so. Nice,
It'll come in handy for what we do.
yeah,
There's a lot of things that we have to outsource because we can't do it, but some of the stuff we can.
yeah,
Very nice.
so, yeah.
I've never seen it done like, but relief.
A relief.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a lot to the program, which I'm glad that Rodney was familiar with this already. He was taking hold of it, and he does a great job programming that because it takes a minute.
Good, nice.
Yeah. Hopefully next week we can start with some stump grinding in the parks. I think we have around 40 stumps within our parks that we need to try to get out. So we're gonna try to with the warmer weather next week, try to get some places and get stumps out. So that's gonna take a while to do that also. Trying to ring stump grinder. And then we have posted my signal help to the maintenance guy, one guy's Saturday, Sunday, 7 AM, 6 PM, and then the other guy's 11 or noon to 11 PM. So we had a guy that was gonna come back from last year, but he has since got a job, so he will not come back this year, so let's start over fresh, which is all right, so. That's all I have. Any questions?
Do you have getting something to help you snow going forward?
We haven't, yes. So that area I was talking to you about, ordered a snow blower that's under a tool cat. Hopefully we'll work in that. That will make that job much easier. So it's a 4 to 6 week purchase. So Hopefully within the next month, we'll have it. It'd be nice.
Maybe for the next big snow.
Maybe.
You haven't had winter like this in a long time.
Kristen,
We all grew up with.
Yes.
You're old.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay, is that all we have on? Oh, we have the director.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll put you on the back page.
Okay, Blue River Soccer contract, Gary Nolly, myself and Jana Dorsey met today. Just to kind of go over the contract because it was up for renewal this year.
I think
Doug's
that's
here.
too.
Oh, and Doug,
I thought she said.
sorry, Doug. Yes, was there as well. And we just discussed the previous contract, going into the new contract and what that looks like for Blue River Soccer. And if there were any issues or concerns, now would be the time obviously to address those. So it was nice to have Doug here from the maintenance aspect. Sorry, I forgot you, Doug. But yeah, it went really well. Jana, she's always great to work with. Just a passion for what she does. I mean, it's a lot of work. I know it's not an easy task that she does, and volunteers and things like that that help out with the board. But it was good. It went well, and we ended up doing the contract. A lot of it pretty much stayed the same, but we did end up doing 3 years to be in revision for the next time. So it'll be up in 3 years, and we'll renew that again and take a look at things. Anything you want to add, Joe? No?
They do a good job. Always.
Yeah, they do. They do a great job. They had, I think she told us some of the numbers that last year they had 405 kiddos that were signed up for soccer. So I think that's pretty impressive. It's a big task, and they do well at it. So glad that we're able to partner with them on it and give them the grounds to do that. So, and then mowing packet A, that was the one that Brent Ross had. Just wanted to, more or less put it in the minutes and make sure it's known that ACL, Chris Adams will be taking that over. He did come in today and sign. So he is aware of his obligation and what grounds and what acreage and what all he needs to do. He may do a round with Doug, maybe to go around and visually look at things, but on paper that he signed today, he's aware of what sections he will now have to take on in replacement of Brent is for his mowing for 26.
And remind me again, packet A includes what parks? Do you know?
Oh, I can go get my paper.
Oh, no, it's.
The pool, the mag,
There you go.
the civic center.
Yes, some along Jefferson, doesn't he? Didn't he?
Jefferson, yeah. Down Jefferson Sunrise.
I got it all detailed if you want
Okay.
it.
No, that's, I
I still have it memorized.
gonna write it on.
Just as a reminder, he knows not to start at an ungodly early hour. Okay? We had a complaint.
Yes, we did. We will probably need to just revisit that.
Yes. I know we want to get it
Can you go
out,
grab my
but
paper
it's pretty
from
early.
this?
to be
You sure?
cranking up
Okay.
Blowers and stuff at 6 in. In a neighborhood.
I just thought it was like sections. You could just say this section or.
I know it's like
You're in the pool.
34 total acres or something like that, but it's all like split up, different things.
Okay.
So, but yeah, I put all that on the paper. He came in and signed today, and Chris is a good guy. He'll do a great job. I mean, he already does some mowing for us, so I'm not concerned about that, but I do want to make sure that, if Doug needs to go with him just to get a visual of what he needs, then we'll do that. Moving into kayaking, this was kind of an exciting last minute meeting that we had last week with Nathan Runnabum, Gary, and myself. We just connected, and it's always been a want in our community, kayaking, getting on the water and doing I know we'd spoke earlier on when I first came in as director of that being one of our things that I would love to see. I feel like we have a beautiful resource in our park and we don't utilize it. And we need to. So Nathan kind of instigated the meeting and wanted to really kind of see where like the county and us can come together. And Gary can elaborate a little more if you want to on what he had talked about.
Yeah, so what Nathan, to those who don't know, Nathan is one of the county commissioners, and one of the roles of the county commissioners also serve on the recycling district. They get a lot of money because waste that comes into waste management. So trash that comes in is being bused or trucked in brought in by trains now from the East Coast, which is not good, but kind of the buying us off is they pay the county $2.50 per ton, and they pay the town of Morristown 75 cents per ton. And that's it's like $1 million or more a year. That money has to be used on environmental friendly type things, nature, using recycling stuff, whatever, all that kind of is very specific. But along that, he's wanting to put for the county, kayak or with launches, I guess is what we're looking for. And we're trying to locate some different places. Obviously, since we already had a launch on the Little Blue, that's ours, and then DNR has one on the Big Blue at Sunset. And then we've talked about doing kayak rentals
Mhm.
at some point. So
And
just
if
trying to get all,
the one up in Hancock, or is a
well, yeah, maybe up
Morristown area.
52
Yeah.
and maybe, and so we're trying to identify some places. We wrangled in what we think will be a volunteer to help spearhead this.
Mhm.
I don't know if you want this.
Scott Hughes.
Scott Hughes.
Great resource, a lot of energy and a true
Made a-
passion for what he does.
His name came to mind because he loves to kayak.
Yes.
He has a whole,
He has a,
what they call it, the plastic, no, anyway,
Plastic Navy.
plastic Navy.
Plastic Navy, about 20 to 30 kayakers
Yeah.
grouped together throughout the summer, and they go on all these, adventures. And he said this would be his 100th. This year will be
His
his
next one will be his 100th
next
trip.
one will be his 100th trip on the boat.
And he knows these rivers very well. We had
Oh,
ideas.
yeah.
Nathan had ideas. I call him up and I said, here's what we're doing. He goes, are you at the parks now? I go, yeah. I said, I'll be there.
Now.
He was here in like 5 minutes.
He goes, I'm leaving school.
He had stats on his phone. He knew how, he knew. And it's like, I think we
Wealth
found the right
knowledge.
guy. Yeah.
Yes.
So, I don't know if Scott knows that he's going to be spearheading this. But the idea is, again, it's really kind of a county project, largely because where they put things really aren't within our park district, so to speak. But obviously, it's a natural partnership. They're going to put these in. We're going to do kayaks. I don't know if it means we're going to put the kayak things in maybe at the beginning, which is technically in Morristown.
I think, like Nathan said, it's like a phase one of getting the locations and getting everything plotted to where it needs to be. And then phase two is incorporating the kayak cages and figuring out where they need
Yeah.
to be, how we're going to monitor those. Is it going to be kind of like the bikes where it's a rebalancing type thing where you get so many and then you have to rebalance the bikes out? We would have to rebalance the kayaks.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was very,
Yeah, it was very good. And I won't go, we got into some other things that we might be able to
Yeah.
together on as well, which is good. It's good to work with your other people that we
Yeah.
tend to be in our own silos.
Yeah.
And they don't have a county park, but this is a way to recreation and sport to the county. And they've got a way to pay for it without coming out of taxpayers' dollars, which is very good. So it's pretty exciting. And it got to where we had this meeting we were all excited about. And let's get an action. Let's don't put this off. Let's get an action plan together. That's when we called Scott, got the ball rolling. So now we've got to wait for snow to melt a little bit so we can go out and visit sites
do the field
where we
trip.
think we want to put the launches at, and then figure out, from an engineering standpoint, what's needed. We got the
Yep.
name of,
What obstacles we're faced with and how we can get through those with like DNR and different things like that. So,
so hopefully
Yeah.
sometime in the next few months, we can get one of these off the ground.
yeah.
We have a horseman that owns property on the river right behind the radio station.
Okay.
Mhm.
And I
Got
think,
a Batney by chance?
no, it's Tiana Richardsville,
Okay.
but I think she might be interested.
Have her
That's one of the locations we
maybe get
talked.
to you.
And what's her name again?
Tiana Richardsville. I've got her.
Or just after me,
Richard.
Okay, or you can just reach out to her then, or is that the best way you think for us to reach out? Is she interested in doing
Yeah.
something?
Oh, I don't know, but I know that they personally
Okay.
go.
Yeah, we had discussed a little bit of that area just because with Scott and his knowledge, and he's like, oh, I'd put in every day after school.
Yes, he knows
You know,
exactly where to put.
Like,
what it
yeah,
needs.
that's a popular area. So yeah, there was just a lot of things that we did talk about that we'll have more information as we go. But I know that like Nathan is on the quality of place committee, and I'm on that as well. And that was one of the top things as well, was water.
Well, in our
Getting-
5-year master plan,
Yes,
that was,
in our
we
5-year.
we don't, we aren't using our river now.
Yeah,
We're
no.
not accessing it. So this fits right into it.
Mhm.
Yeah,
It's really not even being a burden on us.
yeah.
Yeah.
Not to throw this in, but I was also gonna, I talked about the horse trails along the river. You could probably connect in with her property and
Oh, yeah.
trailer in there, ride the trails, trailer
All
out.
kinds of good ideas.
Yeah. So
Mhm.
she might be a good resource. She doesn't live there. She just owns property in
And who is that?
Tiana.
Same one. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's slow it down. She's gonna find out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I mean, and that's what it takes. It just takes
Whoops.
knowing,
Text her.
it takes knowing people and just kind of getting the word out and, just,
Any of these things, I mean, government just by nature moves slow. But in this case, this is something that government, meaning Nathan and his crew, and that can, if the funding's there, then you just find passionate people that'll go make it happen.
Yep.
And you have to work with them and make sure you do everything legally.
And Nathan was excited about it too. I mean, he's, you know, he was pulling up his maps and we were kind of looking at things and, you know, just.
But Scott took it to another level.
Yeah. So very exciting, I feel like, for our community. It's just a matter of, we can't give wins. We don't know, you know, how soon. It's just some things need to fall in place and.
We're all wanting to do it quickly, though, as quickly as is reasonably possible. So we'll see. Keep everybody posted.
So just some exciting news I kind of wanted to share with everyone that we are, again, kind of trying to move forward with that. And then the aquatic center project or aquatic center surface work. Right now, I mean, obviously each year we struggle with the location of where our city pool is located, with the water and the water table and different things like that. So we've battled it year after year and we'll continue. But right now we don't know the freezing and the thawing and the freezing and the thawing and what's that done to the surface of the pool, which is the diamond bright and different things like that. So we have had a specialist come in and he's been very good to us and we're gonna possibly have someone come and look at it, right, Doug, like an engineer type thing, possibly to look at. Once we can get all the snow off of it, we can actually see it and look and see what we have and what we're faced. We'll get that addressed and get it going and get on somebody's books as soon as possible so we can get the repairs fixed that need to be repaired so we can open on schedule and things like that. It's just, you just never know what you're getting into each year. I've learned that in all my years here. It's like, well, each year you just never know. So we're on top of it. Doug's been working with this individual and like I said, he's been real good to us. So we're going to meet, I think we're meeting Friday. Is that right, Doug, tomorrow? Okay. So we'll meet with him and get a better idea of what we're,
Tomorrow's Thursday.
oh, I mean, Friday. Yeah. Friday. Gosh,
I said Friday, but then tomorrow and I was.
yeah, Friday. So anyway, we'll get that going. And then spring and summer prep, which you've heard from everybody here that they're all in spring, summer prep mode. And you know, we kind of tease and joke a little bit that you really have to, you know, you can be thinking winter, but then you also got to be thinking summer and then you got to put it all together and your mind goes 100 miles an hour and you're like, hey, which season are we on? So that's kind of how we roll here and we're in that mode right now, heavy. So you have to in order to be successful and have good programming and things. So we got to plan ahead. And then just a FYI for the bike share, wanted to share that right now we say it's March 1st that we will put the bikes back out, but we will put a little side note on that it is obviously weather permitting and stuff. So we want to make sure that we take good care of our bikes and we don't want it to be snow and all that kind of stuff going on still, which we hope not. Yeah, but we are putting a side note on that right now we're looking at that, but we'll see what the weather does and we'll keep the community informed about the bikes and when they'll come out. I know last year we had great success with those. I feel like our community really enjoyed having those. We just need to keep reminding the public that, you know, it is a service to our community and respect it and appreciate it and treat the bikes with respect too, because it is a good thing for our towns. And I think really that's it on mine.
Out of curiosity, and I know obviously nothing's been done recently because we had 15 inches of snow. Is there any update on the amphitheater?
They're out there today, was out there today. A lot of activity out there today. Been working, putting the culvert maybe. Moving stuff around, but it's the most activity I've seen in a long time.
Didn't you mention anything?
About,
Like we had a meeting. Operations of it.
yeah, I mean, it's,
Since you bring that up, it's gonna need to bring the board up to date anyway.
Yeah.
So one of the things that I know I thought of and Trisha's had concerned about, this is not your typical amphitheater. Like, I mean, nothing against the one in Franklin or any place else. We thought that's what we were gonna build. It is much bigger, green rooms, all kind of other stuff. So beyond just doing the free music in the parks, which we will continue to as part of our mission to do, this is gonna need to bring in, and we want to bring in things that will bring people from the region in to watch shows, ticketed events that might be what were once arena rock groups that are now playing smaller venues because they're 65 years old or whatever. But anyway, that's how I kind of picture what will, you know, Three Dog Night comes back in or whoever. So anyway, running this place is beyond our capabilities in terms of staffing and the expertise that some of those things that you get big events, you need security. You guys have events, you know, all the stuff that you guys have to do on a daily
There's
basis.
so many moving parts.
Yeah, I mean, not just concession, but ticket takers and security and ushers and I don't know what else. So we are looking to maybe work with a professional organization. We did have a meeting with Live Nation. They can offer those kind of, we don't know where this stands at yet, but they gave us some guidance. Whether we could do some of this stuff in-house and they do some of it, or somebody else could do it. They're not the only people we might talk to, but obviously very credible organization, and I think could bring just having the name associated with it anyway should help us to attract, you know, some nice size shows that, again, ticketed events. If we absolutely don't, I just want to repeat that we don't want to do away with the free music in the park. Those are great events. Again, part of our mission.
We still want to do parks and be parks and have, you know, different things that we want, not just music, but if we want to do a movie or we want to do a festival or different things like that.
They had a lot of ideas that were not concert driven,
Yeah,
which so they weren't looking at this from let us put shows and make money. That's not how they're looking at it. It's about being, they talk about being community oriented.
well, and it's setting our goals. I think that's something that as a community, you get tourism involved, and that's kind of the next
Yeah.
step is to get people in your community in those roles to come together at a table,
Mhm.
not to make all the decisions, but to at least set some goals for, and that was what, you
Yeah.
know, they had
They
said
basically
to
told
us,
us
what
that
is the goals of
first,
your community?
Yeah.
You need to start there first to
Yeah.
figure out what do you want this.
So how many free shows, how many ticketed shows, what other things can we do to play? Can we do, they even said like Friday night movies and parties. So they were full of ideas that I don't know if we'd even, maybe you'd grasp. So I hadn't even thought about doing some of those, but anyway, some good stuff. So we're having a meeting with some people to kind of set those goals and then see about bringing them back into, to see if there is a way to work with them. You know, there's all kinds of options. They could manage the whole thing and pay us a rental fee, or I know there's all kinds of ways.
And we currently have a booking agent that has been very good to us.
Yep.
And he's done very well. And I know his services are bigger than maybe than what we, you know as well. But yeah, I mean, he helps us get the bands that we get now, but having something like this, you know, 14
And
million.
I looked at his last email. It was on there because he'd emailed me. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think I didn't read all of it because I was really good. I think he beyond.
Yes.
booking.
A lot of PR and marketing and.
Yes.
Yeah, so there might be some different things. Anyway,
there's
so
options.
this is gonna be a first-class facility. We want it to be run first class, have first-class kind of acts in it. And be useful for a lot of, so we're looking for other ideas. So people will eventually, once we get going and people say, oh, could we do this there? Could we do that there? Community asset. We need to use a lot of it. It's expensive, so we need to get our money's worth. Yeah, that's just what's going on with that. Nothing decided yet. It's exploring.
No, just, you gotta, you don't obviously wait till it gets here. So you gotta kind of start some of those
It's for
conversations
twenty
now.
twenty-seven. There'll be no contract
Yeah.
26 there. This is for 27.
Very first. Kind of meeting really on that was
Yeah, it was.
just to start brainstorming, I guess. And the next one will be,
Next
like
week.
I said, next week, like we'll include Rachel and get some of our, council members and Gary, myself and our special events coordinator and just get a lot of the input and a lot of brainstorming ideas of, like he said, goals, what,
Yeah.
and the
And that
mayor.
group might expand out as time goes on.
Yes.
Other potential stakeholders, if you want to call it that.
Yeah.
So keep you posted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Exciting times in Shelby.
yeah, we hope so. We hope that people get excited about it.
Mhm. Anything else, anybody? Motion to adjourn.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
I'll second.
That's enough for me. Thank you, guys.
Heard back from Tiana. She said that they have a couple extras in other